How about it, CQDX? Who's got a copy on 327? 327 up here in Seattle, Washington, CQ. Yes, 348 Tennessee. Yeah, we got a copy on you. Yeah, we're talking on a Cobra 142. How's it making it?
Oh, it's crystal clear. It sounds real good over here, man. I'd take the knobs off of it so you didn't tempted to monkey with it anymore.
Yeah, Roger Dodger on that. Yeah, we just tuned her up. We're going to put this guy on eBay, but we're making a quick video, so you're going to be on YouTube. How's that sound? That sounds great. All right, you got a personal Bruce over here in Seattle, 327, and have a great day. We're on the side.
327, Mr. Bruce. I'm Raider Dan over here at Delta Alpha November, 348, Sparta, Tennessee.
All right, that. Today we got a President Washington. This is the first generation 2-button Washington with the D858 PLL chip. Built from 1977-78. This guy's in great shape. Yeah, see my other videos of this guy being restored with the blue lights, blue meter, new finals, new AM regulator. Yeah, it's ready to shoot some skip. It's fresh tuned up. Good to go. Hey guys, it's Bruce. Over here at Be Cool Radios in Seattle. Look what we got today. It's a President Washington. Not a Uniden, but a President Washington. The first gen. You can always tell because they only have 2 push buttons over here instead of 3. And what's that really mean? You can tell right away without having to pop the cover off that the radio is a D858 PLL CB. Yeah, one of my favorite all-time radios. I just love these old radios. They got that smooth audio. This one's a little custom. We've replaced the meter with a white insert and put blue lights in there. We also put blue LEDs on the channel display. Kind of got that custom blue look. It's always in high demand. Yeah, I'll tell you a story though, why I went through all that trouble to replace this stuff. You know, over here at Be Cool Radios, I have to actually buy these radios on eBay to begin with. So I'm just like you guys. I kind of roll the dice and hope I get some good stuff in. I'm pretty good at looking, but you know, you can't tell by pictures. These radios they're about 40 years old, so you can only imagine it's had a few owners. This one's in pretty good physical shape. You can see here the rust is minimum. Still got that metal shine. Yeah, lights gleam. Yeah, there's no pitting and corrosion. So that's one of the things I look for. But what's really hard to tell from pictures are these cans. See these tuning cans? Yeah, this is going to be a Be Cool radio tip here. What happens is a lot of folks try to tune up their own radios, but they don't buy the proper tools to do the work. And it's not really expensive, crazy tools either. I'm talking about these ceramic tip screwdrivers. See how they come in different sizes? And that one there is pretty big. Well, what happens is people just will use a metal screwdriver, even a small one, you know, metal screwdriver. And what happens is you get in those tuning cans and you turn them and it cracks the iron core. Yeah, then it ain't gonna spin no more. Yeah, try tuning that thing up. So what happens is I had to go in here and replace 3 of these IC cans. These metal tuning cans. I guess they're a choke and a capacitor all in one. These D858s have double tuning cans, one in the transmitter section and one in the receive. As you can see here, yeah, it was broken. You can't get a screwdriver in there to turn it even with proper tools now. So the only way to get these guys fixed is to take it off. If you're lucky, you can unscrew the bottom. But if they're really broken and jammed in there, yeah, you just got to pull one out of another radio to fix it. And here's another clue. You see how this one here is at the top? Yeah, if you tune these guys in and you see that that's at the top, almost guarantee you that's a bad can. You can't fix it like this one. Just from age and humidity and whatnot, the capacitance changed and you're not able to get that in there. So yeah, I had to find another one for this one too for that very same reason. So this old radio had broken cans and bad cans. And that's work that most people aren't really willing to do. But you know, that's what happens when you take a gamble on these. Now you can see here, Be Cool Radios, I went through and replaced those cans. These are all good in here now. This radio hums. I had to do a lot of work to this guy. I did the normal work, you know, changing those capacitors, the power supply, and that pesky, oh yeah, you call it pesky C179, that blue cap down there. Let's see if it'll get in the focus. There it goes. Yeah, that one has to be replaced. But this poor radio, yeah, some past user, he thought he could get a little more power out of it. You know, they turned up the voltage to about 15 volts and thought, hey man, if I just get 2 more watts, I can get out. Here's the truth, folks. It's called the 3 dB rule. To increase your signal by 1 S unit, you have to increase your signal by 3 dB. To increase your signal that much, you have to double the power and then double it again. So your 4 or 5 watt CB has to be doubled to 10 watts and doubled again to 20 watts just for anybody to really see a difference. So when you take these old radios from 4 watts and you crank them up to 6 or 7 watts because you think you're getting out better, no, it just reduces the envelope for the modulation and everything starts to fall apart and sound like crap. You stress these other components. So on this radio, they stressed the voltage regulator for the AM modulation, and these finals too were stressed. Nah, they just didn't, you know, they worked, but they just didn't pass my mustard. So this radio has a new voltage regulator and new finals. Hey, that's always nice. What other things could happen when people mess around with that? So let's go over here to some of the parts I replaced. There's that 10 volt regulator. It's actually an AM regulator, I should call it. Yeah, the people think cranking that little guy up will get you out further, but no, you gotta lower the power, I'm telling you. Keep the power low, keep the modulation envelope large and clean. Here's that final. You can see it had a 1969 final in there. Yeah, that's too bad. Those are good finals. But this one just didn't cut the mustard. Another thing goes bad on these guys, cranking too much voltage, is the channel display. So this one had 1 digit out. Well, that's not going to cut it. It could have just been from age or whatnot, because these do have their own regulator, but yeah, I had to go in there and replace this. So, you know, if you're going to do all that work, I figured I might as well make it blue, right? So we yanked that red LED out, stuck in a blue one. Yeah, going well. Okay, got to go further than that. Let's look at these meters. See, they got these round meters, but really they're just square. It's a square meter with a round lens on there. See that? In fact, when you take off the meter cover, this is what you're dealing with. A black lens with green letters and red toppings. So what I do is I take that off, as you see I did, and I replace it with a white lettered clear that lets the blue light shine through the white background. And yeah, it really helps make the blue stick out, like you see here. Yeah, you just don't see the blue in this camera, but it's looking really nice and blue. Yeah, if you stick blue LEDs into these black background meters, they just don't cut it. Yeah, they just don't look right. So that's why you got to take the meters apart, open this lens up, pop off that cover, and then you can replace them with vinyl stickers. You can get them at Gamma Ray. Yeah, they make it look real good, but it's a bit of work, as you can see. And while you're at it, you might as well adjust the tension, because as you see on these meters, there's no tension adjust on the back side. So you got to pop the guy open and adjust it from the front. Yeah, you can't do that. You got to remove these meters to do that. All right, well this video is getting a little long. It's looking like 10 minutes. So I'm just telling you guys, you can do this work. Be Cool Radios, you know, we do these videos so you can do it too, right? Tune up your own radios. But go buy some proper tools. You can get these at Amazon for like $5 or $6. But don't get one that's too big. You see the one on the right? That one's for the screw adjustments. That one will also break those tuning cans. Alright, we're going to button this radio up. Get her on eBay, and I'm sure somebody will love to have a blue light special, first generation President Washington, the famous D858 PLL chip. Yeah folks, these are the best. I love them. 73s.